So many people are feeling so much stress due to COVID-19. And this is normal. That's our normal response to these extreme changes and how things are so uncertain. So I've got 3 tips to help you manage your life through this. On a normal day, you would get up before the pandemic. You would get up, maybe you'd exercise, you'd get ready for work, you'd drive to work, you'd walk into your office or workplace, you'd interact with people, you'd do your job, you might run an errand after work, make dinner and play with the kids, and then go to bed. Well, today you get up, if you're working at home, you throw on your sweatpants, you go shuffle off to your desk, you get stressed because the kids are misbehaving, you eat some dinner, and you go to bed. So we all had normal stress before, and now we have more because of coronavirus. We have been forced into changing our lives, where we're working, where we travel, what we can do for entertainment. We're also physically isolated from people, even our family and our friends. So we have a lot of pent-up energy. It just is all building up like in a pressure cooker. Years ago, I was on bed rest for a couple weeks, and someone told me this, and it helped so much. She said, when you sit and do nothing, your body's just not expending energy like it typically does. And your emotions and your stress level is going to rise, even though you're just sitting there. So the first thing you need to do in the throes of this pandemic is move. You need to move. You need to get out of your body all this pent up energy and anxiety that you have. It's going to be good for your body, it's going to be good for your mind, and it's going to be good for your spirit. Getting fresh air is even better if you can get outside, and even do it in the rain or the snow or the wind, or just get yourself outside. The second thing is, I'm going to start with talking about how I have run 8 marathons over the last 6 years. And running, I was never a runner my whole life, but now I have. And this training has taught me a whole bunch of stuff. So the first thing that I want to tell you about, or the important thing that I learned running, is to just settle in. When you're going to run 26.2 miles, you need to go at a pace where you can do this all day long. You need to feel like I'm managing it, I'm handling it. It's tempting to get ahead of yourself and run too fast. But what that does is make the end of it really, really difficult. So it's the same with coronavirus. You have to just settle into this new normal. Just accept the reality of what it is. It's changing every day. We're going to just maybe have to accept something different tomorrow than we did today. So to manage our mental health over the long run, we just need to accept this new normal, settle into some new routines that can be maintained over the long term. Just be calm, take it easy, be patient with yourself, because change is difficult enough, but when it's forced on us in an instant, it seems, suddenly we're in Minnesota here in a stay at home, and that is really going to be different. So just breathe, settle in, just realize this will take some time. And I know you all have the capacity to do this. I will talk about that in another video about how to do that, how to manage your thoughts, and how to settle into this new routine. The other thing I wanted to say about this, the thing I learned with running, is some of the miles felt just awful. Maybe I'm on mile 12 and I hurt and I'm discouraged and I'm afraid. But it really does happen that by mile 14, I'm doing okay again. Now, you would think it would go from bad to worse if you're running a race. And we're all in a race right now, but it does not have to go from bad to worse. This is what helps me when I'm running. If I have some nutrition, if I take some goo or some water, or I change my thought process, or I get perspective about what's really happening, all those things can bring me back to having a good mile 14. So same with you. You can do this. You can manage your thought, make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating right, connecting with people, all those things that will help you through this. Just because you had a bad day today does not mean it's going to be a bad day tomorrow. And the third thing is, we were all created to do something. Every single one of you is really good at something. And I'm talking about purpose. And we each have a purpose in this pandemic because this is worldwide. Everybody has a role to play or something they can offer others. I've heard purpose defined as something you're good at, people like or need, and you enjoy doing it. So find out what that is during this pandemic. Some of you are talented artists, and I've seen people at home singing and playing and offering that to other people. Some of you are encouragers, and you're doing a good job. Some of you are on the front lines, and you are helping in a physical way with testing and treatment. And this is we need just to support you in that. You don't need to do anything because that is quite enough for all of us. So settle in, find your purpose, and move. Make sure you move to reduce that stress. You got this. You got this. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to make it. Be well.